Hello. This is Johnny here. Giving you another video here. We have Gnomeregregen. Honestly, I haven't really had to say it. Haven't had to say it before, so I don't actually know how it actually is supposed to be said. So anyway, the gnome place. Oh, that's really annoying. Sorry, I'm like standing next to all those mechanical birds, and it's so loud in my ears. Ooh. Anyway, this is quite a nice dungeon. I'm going to go the route which basically a lot of people are doing now. There are a few optional bosses in here which you could go to, but they're not part of the quests, and you don't need to do them to complete the dungeon. So I'm just going to go straight of where I would go. Yeah, there we go. So I like this dungeon because it's short. It's nice looking, I think. Anyway, it's a little bit interesting. I think one of the important things for an interesting dungeon is having multiple levels. I don't know. I think that's why Karazhan was quite interesting, because you're constantly going up, and it feels like you're accomplishing something. That's what I meant. And yeah, I mean, this has multiple levels that you can go to, and it's cool. It's cool. So these there's a mix between melee mobs and range mobs. Just obviously go straight to the range mobs if you can. Actually, the usual thing is to jump down here. I think I'm going to do that after I've killed these. Sorry, it makes me happy when I see gnomes die. I don't know why. It makes me happy. Sorry. No worries. So I'm a little bit confused where to go, because I've not done Gnomeregregen that much, because I usually play Horde, and obviously when I was leveling, this was so hard to get to without the random dungeon mechanic and instant queues and all that stuff, because it was in Alliance territory. I don't know actually what he's saying there, so I'll tank this one. So you'll tank this. So I don't know what he's on about. If I see something that I don't understand, I tend to ignore it. That's basically how it works. I think that's how a lot of people think in World of Warcraft. So hopefully I should jump down somewhere. Oh no, I think, because I can't be bothered to do this boss either, because it's basically this boss over here down that tunnel. It's fighting off waves of ads, and I find that a bit boring, to be honest. Yeah, so we're establishing that we're not going down that tunnel, which makes me happy. And I tell everyone to parachute down. Make sure they've got a parachute, which you can collect as you. Ooh, okay, it's an elegant fall, that right onto the boss. I'm like, damn, I wish I didn't fall that way. But yeah, you can get extra parachutes if you don't have one. You can get it just before you come to this room here, from the beginning. So you go into the dungeon, you go straight ahead, and it's just to your right at the end of the tunnel there, and you can pick up another parachute and parachute down if you didn't know that. Luckily, the healer kind of followed me down. It's looking a little bit messy, but it's a shame I actually went straight into the boss. It's not ideal, but this guy, this vicious fallout, is actually part of the quest that you pick up the first time you come in here. So it's always good to kill him. It's always good. And I've actually, and I'm not sure what's going on here, because I don't know what's going on. There we go. I'm just going to skip a bit. There we go. Okay. Yeah. So he's got nothing really to cause any threat at all. Again, it's another tank and spank, which basically is all it is in these dungeons. There's a few quite interesting bosses actually in here, which are slightly more interesting, and there's a lot of interesting mob packs as well, which I quite like. It's quite fun to do as a warrior. Anyway, so yeah, I apologise there, because I did actually pull the boss before the healer was probably ready. Yeah, so good. This guy wants that staff for role-playing purposes. That's that's all cool. I actually really want to try role playing at some point. It's something that kind of appeals to me, and I'm really tempted to do a character on a German server because I actually want to learn German, and I figure in my head anyway, the best way to learn German would be through a video game. I don't know if that's there's any merit in that, but I figured why not? You might as well try and learn something as you go along. Because I know a few people who've I've met who have really good English, like through World of Warcraft and stuff, and they get it just by playing so much of it on the English servers. So I don't know, maybe it could work. Maybe it could work. Yeah, so yeah, we're going straight ahead, straight across to the next tunnel bit here. You have to be careful here. This has happened quite a few times actually when I've done Gnomeregregen. At this point, I think if someone jumps down and they've got a pet, I think the pet goes the long way round and it picks up every mob on the way down, and that's quite a nightmare to deal with. I mean, it's doable. I've done it. The first time it happened, I died miserably, and the second time I actually managed to stay alive. I was probably better geared and had a decent healer, but honestly, what you got to do is rend, thunderclap, everything. If you've got like 20 mobs on you, it's great. You deal so much damage, and it really helps out. Yeah, so this is a little bit different. You know, it's nice that even just ones on like a Mecho Strider, it just adds a little bit of variety to me anyway. I mean, I think they basically do the same thing, just attack you with their melee hits, but yeah, that's just me. Yeah, that's just me. I'm currently waiting for the healer here. I don't want to go too far ahead if he's messing about. I see he's coming along, so I'm going to go into it. I think I actually get Warbringer this. Oh what? Oh man, we lose a healer. I forgot about that. Yeah, I actually get Warbringer. I level up and I put a point into Warbringer, which makes me, honestly, you feel like godly. Oh, once you get that, I'll show you what happens. It makes things more interesting, you know. That's what a warrior's about, charging into battle. You know what I mean? So we get a new healer. I'll just carry on because I figure I can take these. Remember, it's the DPS's job, you know, to keep the tank alive as well, because the quicker they get them down, the less damage you'll take. So remember that dynamic. It's quite an important one. So we're just doing these guys. Yeah, nothing really to. Although they're not interesting mobs, it's nice to have a different change of scenery. You know what I mean? That's fine. They're so loud. They are so loud, it's ridiculous. Oh my god. Ugh. I've actually got the World of Warcraft music like literally at 11%, and all the sound at 11%, and it's still really loud. I'm like, whoa, level 29, new talent point. And I thought actually you needed to be like 30, 31 to get Warbringer, so I'm like, oh, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh, there we go. So we got a healer, that's all fine. That's all good, that's all groovy, and I'm like, whoa, I can get Warbringer. Pretty much on this third tier you want pretty much everything, to be honest. It's important to get everything, so I got Warbringer just because I just wanted to try it out, man. I just wanted to see what it's like. So I'm like, I'm gonna run, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna run. Just go, Johnny, just charge into something. There we go, there we go. Oh, it felt good. That felt good. That felt so good. Just going through here, just going through here. I think this bit is slightly more interesting, I think. Although this dungeon is pretty much just going through tunnels, fighting stuff, it helps that it's airy, it's nice and open. It adds a little bit more epicness to it than, say, Wailing Caverns. That's all dark and close and horrible. I prefer dungeons like this, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. Coming up here, these packs of non-elites, so that they're not all elites, So I love them because I just go straight in there, charge off, and I know because I'm charging, the DPS won't be able to keep up with me usually anyway. The healers let me know that he's got aggro because I can't see behind me, man. You know, it's always good to check around, but I don't expect them to come from behind. So yeah, mistakes happen. I appreciate if someone's on you, just let me know. If I ever do a dungeon with you, just let me know. Let me know. Say hey Johnny. Say hello Slainer. That isn't actually the name that I came up with, to be honest. You might remember, I don't know if you saw at the beginning, I was actually called Grathel, Worgen Warrior, which I made with my brother during the Cataclysm trial, 10-day trial. It's like, oh yeah, wicked. And turns out that the trial ended and I didn't have enough funds to get Cataclysm, so I was like, damn it. So I went through all the realms frantically looking for any kind of warrior that I had, and I found this one, Slainer, which was made by my sister ages and ages ago when she shared my when I showed her how to play, and she was level 12 or something ridiculous. So I quickly did some questing. I was like, oh, I don't know what to do, and then bada bing bada boo, I was level 15, hit the dungeons, and there you go. That's the story. That's the story. Oh, that's beautiful. So what I love to do is rend the elite mobs because you know they're not going to die that quickly, and so you can quickly do a thunderclap on the next cooldown, and then get everyone full of rend. Okay. My favourite abilities for a warrior have got to be, in no particular order, obviously, cleave, battle shout, rend, thunderclap, and charge. Now that's quite a lot, thinking about it. That is quite a lot. Now be careful here as well. Moving on. For some reason, this has been like this for a while, but the pathing on these monsters can be quite dodgy. You know, this archway that I'm just going through here is, if you try and pull from the other side of that, then it says like no path, and it evades, and it's really dodgy, and they go around the outside. I don't know why that is. It's a bit strange. Yeah, so I'm probably just... how am I doing for time? I'm gonna have to split this up again. So annoying. Come on, YouTube. I just want more than 15 minutes. It's gonna be more than 15. Anyway, yeah, I'll just do this boss, and I'm probably... okay. This is bad. I thought actually that the boss fell through the floor, and I was like, what the hell happened there? But apparently the shaman did the thunder shock thing that knocks stuff back. Honestly, if you're a shaman, there is nothing more annoying than you doing that. Honestly, as a tank, you should be in control of where the mobs are, and if they're not like where you need them to be, it gets really frustrating. So don't do that. You know, just a friendly advice. I'm going to cut it here, and I'll show you the conclusion of how it pulls the whole instance, basically, and how we managed to deal with that. So see you in the next video. See you in part 2. Mwah, mwah.